All right, we're on unit number 2, and the kinematics description. The chapter was all about learning how to convert, a little bit about the metric system, learn a little about analysis, and now we're moving on to physics. So this is where it's all at. This is where the rubber hits the road. We have a couple brief, I guess you could say, introductory remarks. I'm going to zoom in a little bit and just take a look at them. Obviously, the first one is just similar as just like the first one on unit number 1, but number 2 is a little bit different. Some problems will be solved in a manner different in a manner compared to your author's approach. Change noted on page of your notes. Notice that along in the author book and we don't solve the problems in the same way. Not that better than the other. In terms of getting the answer, both of them get the right answers. I just feel that my way might be a little bit easier, and I found a little more success with my way as the author's way. But some people author's way, and that's perfectly fine too. The next one, problem set of questions. We've done that one. I don't need to go through that. The next one, number 3 here, the unit will be in 2 tests. One given towards the middle, and the second given into the chapter. So just keep in mind 2 tests for this particular at kind of middle, kind of late middle, and then one at the end. And then class, I'll tell you when you can expect those test dates. You will need a metric ruler when we get to page 3 of your notes. When we get there, you need to get with the class and have it ready for you. We're going to be doing 2 labs. We're going to measure the circumference of the Earth. Sunny, if it doesn't work September, then we'll give it a whirl in March, which happens to be the equinox, but we'll get there later on. The other one is determining with the ticker tape timer. So this is a real, I guess you could say, hard lab. Physics is working with ticker tape timers, so we'll be doing that one, and it's a fun lab to do. And then we have 3, actually 4 units: placement, speed, and acceleration. I think I've got you starting out with a graph. So we're going to basically show you how to learn how to work through all that, and I'll give you the worksheet in class. All right, so we have a little. We'll start off with a cartoon, and if you can't read this whole cartoon, I'll kind of read it a little to you. But here it is. It's from Better for Worse, and it's a great cartoon. So here it is. Difficult, honey. Can I help? I don't know. Maybe. A guy is standing on an overpass 30 meters high. He has to jump into the back of a truck that goes under the overpass. The truck is tipped away from a velocity of 0 and accelerates at a rate of 4 meters per second squared. How many seconds should he wait after the truck and start to drop the package? That's easy. Beating the package into the truck in the first place. All right, so hopefully by the end of this chapter, you're going to be able to answer the question that's in that particular cartoon. It might seem a little out there, right? We'll slowly work your way through that, and actually, this question is actually a question on your problem set, on your homework. So, ultimately, we'll watch and see if we can answer it with physics that we pick up in this unit. Next page. Before we jump right into it, we need to define a couple different topics, and the first topic is mechanics. And so mechanics is defined a couple different. One, we can break it down. And so here's mechanics. Mechanics is this. It's a branch of physics concerned study of motion and what produces and what affects motion. And that's 2 different concepts. So motion. In this chapter and the next chapter, actually, we're going to study motion pretty much the rest of the year. It's kind of what Physics 1 is all about. And then we're going to go ahead and break that into 2 pieces. Which is the overall concept, and then we can break that concept into 2 kinematics and then dynamics. So kinematics, it's a mathematical description of the motion of an object without consideration of the cause of the motion. So basically, we're just describing the motion. We're not worried about how it got or how it started, going, who shoved it. We're just concerned with the fact that it is moving. We're going to describe that motion. The next one is dynamics, and this is a description of the forces. I'm sorry, I'm ahead of myself. It's a description of the causes. For example, forces. So when we talk about what actually caused it to move, how did it go on? And that's all about the study of forces, which is unit 4, which is a little ways to get that point, but that's pretty much the rest of the year. It's all about mechanics.